In this session, we are discussing how to convert NFA to DFA using epsilon closure. Okay. So, let us suppose this is a particular NFA given. This NFA with the so many epsilon transitions are given. So, from 0 to 1 epsilon transition, from 1 to 2 epsilon transitions, and so many epsilon transitions are there. And this particular non-deterministic finite automata recognizes this particular regular expression. That means A or B whole star. That means we can have combinations of A and B input symbols, and we can be null also. It can be null also, but it should get terminated by ABB. So, that is a compulsory substring. So, this is in this total string A or B may come for multiple number of times or not for a single time also, but ABB will be there in the string. So, that is my A is there, B is there, again I can go back, but bypassing this A and B I can come to state 7 directly, then ABB will be there. So, this is one NFA, that is non-deterministic finite automata. I shall convert it to the corresponding deterministic automata using epsilon closure. Now, what is epsilon closure? I shall discuss that one through this example. So, here the starting state is 0, here the starting state is 0 and the terminating state, final state is 10. Okay. So, at first I shall start with 0, but whenever I will be in 0, so I shall go for calculation of epsilon closure of 0. In case of epsilon closure, what is the epsilon closure? It will nothing but collection of different states. They are the nothing but states 0, 1, 2, 4, 7, they have the nothing but corresponding state numbers. Okay. So, whenever you are calculating epsilon closure of certain state number, then that state number has to be included. Okay. So, as a result of that, we were calculating epsilon closure of 0. So, 0 has come in the given set. Okay. Now, see, from 0 without any valid input using null or epsilon, I can move to 1. So, that is why I have put 1 here, because 0 means I can also reach 1 without any valid input, and then from 1 to 2, 1 to 4. So, 2 and 4 can be also reached from state 0, epsilon closure 0 without any valid input, and from 0 I can reach to 7. So, that is why all these 0, 1, 2, 4, 7 have got included. Okay. So, now that is I am just marking this one as A. So, A is the starting state here, A is the starting state. Now, from A, if I give the input small a, because you see in the regular expression we are having only two input alphabets, that is one is small a, another one is the small b. So, you see here in this particular A, if I give the small a, then what will be the next state? Okay, see 0, 1, 2, 4, 7, are you getting any transition from this particular state to another state using input symbol A? Let me check. 0, 1, 2, 4, 7. From 0, no A transition. 1, no transition. 2, I can reach to 3 here. 4, no transition with the A symbol. 7, yes, I can reach to 8. So, 3 and 8 can be the next state if I provide the input A. So, that is why from A, if I provide the input A, the next state will be, then I shall have to calculate the epsilon closure of 3 and 8, because from 2 to 3 I can go, and from 7 to 8 I can go with the input symbol A. So, I shall calculate epsilon closure of 3 and 8. Whenever you are calculating epsilon closure of 3 and 8, then 3 and 8 will be coming in the set automatically. Now, see from 3 and 8 where we can go with the epsilon input. From 3, 6. From 6, 1. From 1, 2 and 4. Okay. And from 1, 2 and 4 we can go, and from 6 we can go to 7. So, all of them have got included. So, it is a new state combination, new set of states. So, I am labeling it as B. So, that is why B has got originated. Now, I shall go for A with the input B, with the input small b. What are the states are there in A? 0, 1, 2, 4, 7. Let me check whether I can have any transition with the input symbol B or not. 0. 1, no B transition, okay. So 2, no B. 4, yes, that is one transition, 4 to 5, so 5 will be there, and 7, no B transition. So I shall go for calculation of epsilon closure 5. So from 5, where we can go without any valid input, only the epsilon input. Okay, so 5 means in the epsilon closure of 5, the 5 will get included. If I reach 5, then I can go to 6. 6 means 7, 6 means 1. So 6, then I can epsilon transition, I can reach to 7, I can reach to 1. If I can reach 1, then I can reach to 2 and 4 with epsilon. So in this way, all of the states have got included. Is it a new set? Yes, it is a new set. So that's why I have labeled this as C. So that's why I have written here C. So B and C are to be marked. That means for them also A and B transitions are to be written. So whenever I will be repeating the same set of states, then I shall put the old name, otherwise I shall give a new set name, and that set has to be marked for the transition for small a and small b. In this way, this transition table for DFA D has been constructed for NFA N. So I am requesting you, please go through all these states, all these transitions. I've given you the total board work. So please go through this epsilon transition closure of 5 and 9, epsilon closure of 5 and 10, and check whether it is in accordance with this given transition system. Okay, so I am leaving this one for you. I have shown some of the transitions I have shown, and in this way if you proceed, you will get this particular DFA against this particular NFA. So in this way, from NFA to DFA I can convert, and where epsilon transitions will be there, and using epsilon closure. I think you are getting my logic. Thanks for watching this video.